Howdy! I've got a game here between me and Markeet. I am playing Shadow Nature, and I believe Markeet is playing Frost Nature. So I'm playing Shadow, which I don't normally play, and I'm not very confident in my Tier 1 abilities. So the most aggressive option, well, you'll see I'm going to take this wall. The most aggressive option is probably to come over here and put pressure at this spot, because I can probably get here around the same time, or maybe even before Frost gets there. So that's what a good player would probably do, is to pressure the spot and try and take map control. Um, yeah, I'm not really going to do that. I figured I'll just take wells because I'm not confident in my tier 1 abilities. I'd rather go tier 2, which has the nature splashes, so I'm at least a little more comfortable with that. Yeah, so right now you can see we basically have the exact same map control, so I have kind of given away my advantage over Frost. Now he takes this well, which I think is a mistake because that lets me very easily come take here, and now I do have some map control advantage because I control this spot and he does not control this spot. So he is going over there to take it, but I would rather stop him from getting that map control than take a well myself, so I'm actually going to attack him here. Honestly, I think maybe it was better to spawn the Noxes over here rather than making them dazed. This was a good light blade from him. And what's really good is you see, even though my Dread Charger is focused on him, he is using the light blade, which does more damage. He's using that to kill my dazed Nox Troopers. So this was a little overly aggressive for me. I should have spawned my Nox Troopers dazed or run away when I saw he started to focus them. But yeah, this Frostbite here was not necessary. I think he should have frostbitten this one. And you can see total power traded so far is 2 Nox Troopers have traded for 1 Light Blade, which is 75, plus 25 power ability, plus a Frostbite. So I'm basically 1 Frostbite ahead in power right now. Yeah, so I'm running away. I don't think I'm going to kill his Light Blade before he gets out of dazed, and Light Blades have so much health. Okay, that was a really good taunt, so he's going to kill my Nox Trooper, again trading 25 power for the 50 power here, except that my charge shot is going to kill his light blade. So now I have definitely made a trade ahead. He's spent the frostbite, which was probably a waste. It was definitely a waste. Yeah, I don't think the frostbite made a difference there. And again, the taunt is good. He's making good trades. So now now you can see his score is 725 and mine's 585. But he's got, you know, almost 200 power on the field, or 125 power on the field more than I have. Is that right? 125? No. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So I'm getting a charge shot. The charge shot does get off, and here's another charge shot. So I'm spending like 50 power to kill his 75 power light blade. Yeah, the reason I'm playing Nox, I don't know if this is right, but the theory is that Nox and Master Archers are not mutually, they don't counter each other. And now I have 3 Dread Chargers. So 3 Dread Chargers are going to do quite well against the Master Archers. Unfortunately, my Nox Troopers are dead, so his Light Blades are going to be pretty effective against me now. So yeah, that taunt was good. He's definitely going to kill my Dread Charger. And with the home soil, I think I should cut my losses and run away. I might be able to get some charge shots off with the Nox Troopers. And yeah, now I'm making him come to me, so he's away from his home soil buff, so I can attack him and get good charge shots. So yeah, now you can see I have the unit advantage. And honestly, I should probably just nasty this. Oh, I might hit my own units. Yeah, I've got the unit advantage. He has caught my Dread Charger, but again, he's in a situation where, well, okay, yeah, he's got more units now. What he had been doing is getting in a situation, if he had run away, he might have saved that light blade. He had been getting in a situation where it's like more of my units attacking more of his units, and that's a good frostbite. I'm pretty sure that's going to kill my Dread Charger, or my Nox Trooper, yeah. So far, he's been making pretty good trades. I don't really know what this guy's doing, and this guy's dazed, not damaged. So I had previously thought I'd been targeting this guy because I thought he was damaged, but actually he's just dazed. So that was a mistake from both of us, and he gets out of health just in time. And yeah, so you can see what I'm kind of doing is trying to keep my, well, actually we're both not playing at our power limits. I did take a well here, and he's got, so here I think is Markeet's first critical error, because so far we've been going pretty evenly. Neither one of us have really been playing at a power limit, but I did sneak one extra well more than him. So right now we've got about the same power, and he has 1, 2, 3, 4, so that's 200, 275, let's say 300 power bound on the field, right? Whereas I've got my 300 power, so you can see 367, or that's his 200, yeah, actually wait, that's not as big effect as I thought it would be. But he's got all this bound power on the field, and oh, it's because I'm up an entire tier, yeah. So I have instead bound my power going tier 2. So he should definitely be rushing me right now. And yeah, problem is you probably want to kill guys like this because he's binding 50 power. So that's 50 power that's not going back in the void, and he's gonna do 80 damage per 20 seconds. That's nothing. So this guy, maybe you can keep it with the home soil, but yeah, basically he should be attacking right now. He's already got the frost barrier or the ice barrier, so he should go tier 2 immediately when I go, and then attack me with his units that are bound down the field. Instead, he's kind of just sitting here, and he does go tier 2, but I definitely went tier 2 earlier than him, and he built the wrong tier 2, so that's also a big problem. Yeah, so those two things are basically gonna cinch for me. But yeah, there's no reason to keep these tier 1 units on the field. You want to kill them as fast as possible, right? Kill them, get some advantage over it. Even for example, if you just send them on a suicide mission, and let's say they attack this, and they drop this to half of its health, and then I repair, right? So he loses this. Let me explain that. So let's assume that he sends this, 300 bound power army to hit my well, and let's say that I get a nasty surprise or something, or however it is, I kill them, and let's say that the power I spent was from the well. So he damaged the well, I repair the well, right? And then his guys are just dead. So first, he wants to kill these guys anyway, so they can get void power back, because they're going to die at some point, and they're not as efficient as tier 2 units. And even though repairing my well would give me 100% void return, the fact is that that's still power that's not in my hand. It's not in my power pool, so he can attack me with something else. So there's, he shouldn't be just keeping his army here and not doing anything. That's a big problem. I'm attacking his Stone Tempest because I don't want to attack his. I don't want to attack in the middle of his building protects. That's a good freeze. And it's funny to see these guys frozen in the air. And yeah, so with the Hurricane, I can again keep his, I don't know, I guess it's, 40 units. He's got 200 power bound here. That's not doing anything. That was really good to snatch my Shadow Phoenix. Honestly, I probably should have oinked instead of doing that. So yeah, that Shadow Phoenix was basically wasted. I did get a Stone Tempest. That Phoenix is not coming back, though I didn't kill enough. But I have done nice damage to the well. But yeah, so now we're at a point. He's got a large army. Problem, one is it's still, that's so annoying. Problem is that it's still a mostly tier 1 army. It's all small units, so with one Hurricane I can stop it, and then a support and a tier 1 unit. So this is not going to be a hugely effective army for attacking me. He grabbed my Shadow Phoenix. Yeah, okay. So in this case, that Shadow Phoenix was actually worth it, because I killed his 75 power unit and forced him to make a heal. So basically it cost 20 power to kill his 75 power unit. Like, okay, to be fair, that's a tier 1 unit that should have died anyway, but it's still, I only spent 20 power, basically, to kill that. And these guys actually still have less health than they did before my Phoenix dropped, I think. I'm making Ami Phantoms because I want to kill this thing. You know, actually, you can pretty much hard counter this with a Nox Trooper. Nox Trooper one-shots this. So just make a Nox Trooper and use the ability, and it's just immediately dead. You know, actually, I think Nox Trooper is a kind of underrated card. There's a lot of even tier 2 interactions where it basically just obliterates them. So that was a good heal from him to make everything survive with just a little bit of health, which means that I totally wasted my Phoenix. He's freezing me. I don't think this freeze is important because it's not like they're doing some tremendous amount of DPS. So kind of who cares about the freeze. I am attacking here with 2 Phoenixes because I forgot the Glacier Shell's a thing, and that was really good. I did damage this monument by a lot, but basically those Phoenixes did nothing. You know, again, the problem is he's got this huge army bound here, and I'm just recycling my stuff over and over, right? So he's finally got a burrower here. I oinked them to buy time, you know, again, keeping this bound power. So the moral of the story here is that Markeet has a ton of power bound that's not recycling through his void, and I am getting mine constantly recycled. So here I've got these units, and yeah, basically I'm not caring about defending this. 1, because I'm Shadowed Nature, and they're at my base, so I don't even know what you can do at this point. 2 is that it's going to take him a long time to kill this because his DPS is so low. So I'd rather focus on killing this. And yeah, I recognize that my Shadow Phoenixes do really good splash damage, so I'm trying to take advantage of that. Yeah, so you've traded 1 wall for 1 wall. And again, there's this problem. He's waiting here. I don't know if he's waiting here because he wants to take a wall or something, but he's got this big, massive army bound. He should be doing something with it. This burrower's doing a good job. So, I mean, I don't know if it was a misclick or whatever. It happens to me, too, sometimes. But, you know, just take a note. He's got, you know, 100, 200. He's got more than 300 power bound here, plus this. And I've got my 180 power here that's attacking him. And I've got a lot of power, so I should be doing something with it. Yeah, so see, that's why I've got so much power than him, because I'm just getting a lot of power spikes. And the Glacier Shell can't be kobold tricked, so I'm probably going to get this down, unless he has a well-timed blink. Oh, it does, okay. He gets it just in time. I'm not really paying attention to this. I should have been. And I should probably be hitting this. Yeah, so this survives too. That's good. And yeah, I totally didn't even pay attention. I could have defended this with something, but that's just my bad. And he has defended this totally. So right now he has dropped one more. He's dropped one more well than me, like effectively well, right? Like taking an orb cost me 100 power. One thing to note is that, so right now he's gained 100 power. I've had this power well up for basically the whole game, like longer than him. So I have, you know, 175 power more than him, right? So it's like 175 power I've just gained more than him, and then subtract the 100 power that he is causing me to spend from my void by rebuilding this monument. And this shot is going to kill that burrower and prevent me from having any more problems. Yeah, so that's good. While I'm tier 1, I think I'll be able to defend this quite comfortably, because again, this charge shot is basically going to one-shot the Crystal Fiend. I did too, because I didn't know that, and okay, I think that that nasty was kind of worth it. Yeah, again, these Crystal Fiends are not going to do anything against me because I can just charge shot them. I'm making Shadow Phoenix. I think I want to come over here and attack, actually. He'll kobold trick me. But yeah. So far, I'm doing okay. We are Actually, I still have one well more than him, right? So even now, like as long as the game goes on, I'm getting more power than him. And he's going to drop my well. And that's kind of my bad for letting it happen, but on the other hand, I don't really care because what's happened now is I have this large army and I've got a ton of power. Markeet has just spent a lot of his army, so he does have power, but not as much as me, and he has no army whatsoever. So right now I'm taking advantage of this like timing of my void return, because basically I'm just now getting all that void return that I'd spent some time ago. Markeet has, almost 1,000 power in the void, but he's only going to start getting it back now, whereas I've already gotten a large part of that back and is in my power pool.
Your forces are under attack.
So it's kind of bad of me to spend my whole army chasing this guy. I should just come attack. Yeah. I think I dropped a Phoenix there and killed it. Sorry I didn't show you guys what happened there. Yeah, Nox Trooper, take care of that guy. Because, I'm still tier 1. I've got a lot of power, but I'm still tier 1. But he's also tier 1 because of my Nox Trooper, or my Shadow Phoenix. It's kind of bad for me to clump all up here like this because Hurricane or something will take it easily. Hurricane or Freeze. But yeah, I'm just so much damage. He could like Kobold Trick and then Glacier Shell immediately. He did have the power to do it, but at this point my army is so large, it's just gonna run away. Yeah. Another thing. Oh yes, this is really bad. You can see this monument was actually built while this monument was going up, which is part of the reason he had no power. Which basically meant that he spent 250 power that he didn't need to. First, building this place would have been better than building it here because then I take his wells and then he gets tier 2 and he can do something in tier 2. But the second thing is that he built this while this monument was still up, so he technically built tier 3. So tier 3, it binds 120 or 250 power just gone from the void. So honestly, if he knew this was going to drop, it would have been better just to kill this and start building this, and it would have saved him 150 void power. So yeah, now I'm coming in with the attack. He builds an Ice Shield Tower. I'm going to be able to get rid of that pretty quickly. I'm having really bad timing with the freeze. I spawned too early. I see the freeze and I want to get my Shadow Phoenix out. He's double CCing me. It's not that ineffective, But yeah, the problem is that if he's spending more power in CC than he is in units to defend, which is also kind of letting me snowball my attack. Yeah. So he's attacking me with the Lone Burrower, which I can defend with a Lone Nightcrawler pretty easily. And he's down to tier 1, so yeah. Now I'm gonna just run away and really close out the game. Yeah. So yeah, that was this game. I think I hope this was really instructive for how void power gets bound and how stuff can get recycled and some strategic ways of stalling out the game when you know that you're getting void power recycling. So even though it looked like those Shadow Phoenixes were pretty bad and pretty much wasted, and maybe they would have been if Markeet had played more aggressively. In this situation, because he was just having all this power bound on the field, I was wasting these Phoenixes, but they were getting recycled very quickly. And now you see I have this massive army, and that he can't do anything with his 500 power. So, hope this was instructive. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and thank you for watching.